Joining us live from Italy, from Sky Sport, Gianluca. Joining us right now live is Gianluca Di Marzio. Gianluca, welcome to Red Card, my friend.
Hello, how are you? How are you? Fine?
Very good, Gianluca. We really appreciate you joining us tonight here in Toronto, live on Red Card. The hot story in the last 48 hours, Gianluca, is Alberto Gilardino possibly coming over to Toronto FC, signing a 3-year contract, $7 million a year. Talk to us a little bit about this story you talked about.
This is a true story. The agent of Gilardino was 10 days in the United States. He was in Canada. He went with Toronto chairman to see the match against Montreal. He went to see even the match of ice hockey, the ice hockey team of the Toronto chairman. So they had a good relationship, and Toronto wants Alberto Gilardino, wants Quagliarella too, one or the two players of Genoa Juventus. Gilardino is easier because it's difficult that Quagliarella will leave Juventus now. Gilardino is easier, but not too much, because Genoa wants to keep Gilardino till the end of the year. Tonight he signed the victory goal, with Genoa against Parma. He failed the penalty, but he scored the final goal, and so Genoa wants to keep Gilardino till the end. Probably Toronto should insist to close the deal in January, but to have the player in June, because it's difficult that Alberto Gilardino will leave Italy in January, and the championship that could give him even the possibility to go to the World Cup, because playing in Italy is easier for him to be selected from Cesare Prandelli, our coach, to go in Brazil at the World Cup. Gilardino will decide in the next days. Today he talked at Sky Italy, my television, after the match. He said he's pleased. He's pleased with the Toronto interest, but he wants to stay till the end of the season in Italy. So we'll see in the next days which will be the final decision of Alberto Gilardino.
Gianluca, we know that Cesare Prandelli has a special place in his heart for Alberto Gilardino. We saw that he took him to Confederations Cup. He's a 2006 World Cup winner. Obviously, he wants to stay in Italy, as you said, till the season is done, to have that opportunity to go to play for Italy in Brazil. Is what holding him back?
I think so. This is surely one of the points. Another point is a familiar question. No, I think Alberto will talk to his family to decide if remain in Italy and playing other years with important teams here in Italy. You should know that 2 or 3 months ago, Alberto Gilardino was a target of Juventus. The last day of the transfer, Juventus was very close to Alberto Gilardino. So probably he knows that can be a target of an important club in Italy at the end of the season. He should decide. Go to Toronto, earn a lot of money, change his familiar style, or remain here in Italy and have the possibility to play with Juventus or with Rome again for other 1 or 2 years. It depends on him. The offer is there. His agent took the offer to Alberto in the last days, and if everything will be okay, I think in 10 days we should know the final decision of Alberto. Otherwise, I know that Toronto wants German Defoe of Tottenham as the second option for his plans.
Where does Fabio Quagliarella fit in, Gianluca? Because for me, I think Fabio Quagliarella would be a better fit here in Toronto and MLS. He's a robust player, he's physical, he's a little bit younger, and I think he's more adjusted. And let's be honest, I don't think with the injury he just had, he's going to be on the radar for Cesare Prandelli in Italy.
No, sure, but I think I'm very, very friend of Fabio Quagliarella. Now he has some problems, physical problems. He's not fit for Juventus, but I think he wants to stay here. Last summer He had some offers about Premier League, but he didn't value because he wanted to play here. Rome, Lazio wanted him, and I think it's my opinion that Fabio wants to wait for 1 or 2 years before having a choice like this to come to United States or Canada to play at the end of his career.
Gianluca, the other guy that his name was out there the last couple of weeks was Antonio Cassano. Is there any truth to the rumor that he could be possibly on the list of Montreal or Toronto?
I think this name is obviously done because Beppe Bozza, the agent that went in the States, is the agent of Gilardino, the agent of Quagliarella, and is the agent of Cassano too. So it's easier to do this name. I think Antonio Cassano wants to stay here. He had a little baby in the last few months, 2 little babies, a young wife. So I don't think he wants to leave Italy in this period. And now he is playing very well in Italy, so probably he will stay in Parma. And I don't think there is possibility for him to go to Toronto or to MLS in the next month.
Gianluca, how do the fans in Italy, how do the players in Italy look at MLS? Do they look at it as a second tier, a third tier league? Do they look at it upon as somewhere to come, settle their family, enjoy the quality of life, and then maybe set up business here? Or do they look at it as a serious league?
Probably they don't know very well the quality of the tournament, because in Italy it's difficult for us and for them to see the goal, to see the highlights. So probably they don't consider a very important championship, but they consider a situation like this for money and for, as you said before, a familiar decision, not to change the life of the style of the life, not to come in a situation very quiet, because in Italy, soccer is very considered and there is a lot of pressure, no? So probably now an Italian player like Cassano, like Quagliarella, thinks at MLS at the end of the career, not during the best of the career. In Marco Di Vaio arrived there when his cycle on Bologna was closed. No, so probably we don't know very much the importance of your championship. We wait for your development, no? And we hope that you can produce a tournament important for our players.
Gianluca, Di Natale and Miccoli, where do they sit in their careers? Would they ever be interested to make a move to MLS?
No, Di Natale decided in the last months to close his career in Udine. He's a symbol of Udinese, and he will stay there. He will continue to play there, and when he will stop playing, he will continue to stay in Udinese, like with another role in the club, not playing. And Miccoli now plays in his born town in Lecce, and he's at the end of the career. When I think he will close his career in Lecce in third division in his born place.
Gianluca, just before we close it up, we really appreciate your time, but I can't let you go without talking about what a wonderful start AS Roma has had. Unbelievable. We saw the American Michael Bradley score a wonderful goal just a few days ago. We look at this Roma team without Francesco Totti, who will be out at least till Christmas, maybe more, and they still are playing fantastic game after fantastic game. Two guys this year that have really stood out for me, Gianluca: Balzaretti and Florenzi.
Sure, Balzaretti, Florenzi, Strootman, Gervinho, but Garcia is probably the secret of this incredible team, no? That has had the Italian record of nine matches win at the beginning of the tournament. So I think Bradley is an example, because he's a player that is not playing very much, but he's ready. He's ready. He's always ready when the coach is giving him the opportunity to play. So this is an example of intelligence and of great professionality.
Gianluca, we'll close it out with this. So Toronto fans right now are waiting to hear the word of Alberto Gilardino. You have told our listeners that within 10 days they will get an answer, correct?
I promise you that when I will have some news about Gilardino or Quagliarella or German Defoe or some other players, I will write in my official site and in my Twitter account. I know it's very followed in the United States and Canada, and so I promise you the news when I will have, and I can tell you more that I think that David Beckham will call Alberto Gilardino in the next days to convince him to accept Toronto, because Beckham is knows that the presence of a player like Gilardino could improve the image of MLS all over the world.
Gianluca Di Marzio, you are a master. We really appreciate you so much staying up in the wee hours of the morning in Italy. God bless. Thank you so much again for joining us on Red Card.
I hope to come to Toronto soon, because I've never seen Toronto, and I hope to come there very soon, because I would like to know a beautiful place like I think it is.
Well, I thank you so much, and I guarantee you let me know when you come here, and we'll show you the town inside out. Gianluca Di Marzio, great work from Sky Sport in Italy. Keep up the great work on your website as well. And we'll wait here in Toronto. In 10 days' time, we will find out if Alberto Gilardino will be here in TFC.